Look at the forecast. Let's bring in weather specialist Noor Rafat.
Hey, thanks very much, Catherine. Well, it's day 2 of a long stretch of messy weather in Ontario and even in parts of Quebec. If you remember, the past 24 hours, the big story was the freezing rain. It's been tracking east out of Ontario and now into Quebec, and much of the freezing rain warnings have cleared. What we're looking at now, rainfall warnings and weather statements also for rain. If you're in the gray area, and this extends just north of North Bay and down towards Lindsay, southern Kawartha Lakes, Environment Canada predicts 15 to 25 millimeters of rain as we head into your day tomorrow. If you're in green, which extends all the way towards Kingston and all the way west towards Chatham, well, we could see 20 to 40 millimeters of rain according to Environment Canada. Now, the system will bring that rain quite heavy, especially around the late afternoon. So it's increasing cloud cover in the next couple of hours. That rain begins at around 2 p.m. heavy through much of southern Ontario, pushing north as well towards North Bay. And while this will move out mostly of the GTHA by the early evening, we could see that rain linger east in the Kingston region past midnight. You can see there was also some snow in the forecast there heading into your Monday. One thing at a time, guys. Some fog expected overnight tonight, very mild in Toronto, increasing cloud cover, and we could see that fog linger into your early morning by tomorrow. Then we'll see that rain push in heavy into the afternoon. Your high rapidly climbing to around +10 by the late evening. Kat?
Thanks, Noor. Canada. Time now to check in on the long-range weather forecast, and weather specialist Noor Rafat joins us here at the desk. And Noor, so many people are starting to look ahead to 2025 and make some resolutions. What kind of weather conditions are those promises going to be made under?
Yeah, well, it seems like Mother Nature has resolutions of her own, and it's for more messy weather in the coming days heading into New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. How will the temperatures look like? And especially as we head towards the end of the first week of 2025, we'll take a look. Well, you can expect that messy weather to continue for your day tomorrow in Toronto. We're going to start off mostly dry, some lingering fog, showers for the morning, but things get heavy with that rain into the afternoon, and strong gusting winds, potentially up to 45-50 kilometers per hour. You can see by the early evening, we're going to see temperatures around the 10-degree mark. Today, you can see that ridge building further to the north around the Great Lakes, double digits into southwestern Ontario. As we head into your day tomorrow, more of that mild air shifting east, so it's now into southern Quebec and even parts of Atlantic Canada that are above the freezing mark. Quite the opposite unfolding in parts of the prairies. Regina -11, and as they head into New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, they are welcoming that -20, -30 degree weather. So I don't know what kind of winter you like, the extra cold one or the extra mild one. It seems we don't really have an in-between for large parts of the country in the coming days. Here comes that rain early tomorrow morning in southwestern Ontario. Much of southern Ontario pushing to the north will be involved in this by the afternoon, early evening. And as the system tracks east heading into your Monday, you can now see that swirl bringing not rain but wet snow into large parts of southwestern Ontario, moving on to Peterborough and the Kawarthas, into Muskoka, Bancroft and Tweed by Monday afternoon. Now, the system seems to be on its way out heading into Tuesday, which is New Year's Eve, and it is a bit too early to tell, but it does seem like the start of your New Year's Eve in the afternoon will be dry, but we could see some rain roll in right around the countdown time, and it could be mixed with some wet snow as well. So we'll keep you posted closer to the day. For now, rainfall totals for your Sunday, it seems the heaviest amounts around the Windsor region. Kingston not getting as much face time with that rain at 6 millimeters by Monday morning. +3 in Toronto tonight, London 3 degrees, Windsor 5, and by tomorrow 11 in Windsor, 11 in London, and as I mentioned, 8 in Toronto by the afternoon, but climbing up to 10 by the early evening. 4 degrees for that New Year's Eve, some showers, and then we get into some wet snow by Wednesday, 3 degrees, and then the temperatures start to take a tumble heading into your weekend, -3 by Saturday. Temperatures will continue to take a deep dive as we head into the second week of January.
Look at the forecast. Let's bring in weather specialist Noor Rafat.
Hey, thanks very much, Catherine. We'll start to say goodbye to that snow that we've collected on the ground today with these incredibly mild temperatures, which do continue still outside the Toronto airport. 8 whopping degrees when our average high should be at around -9. And today was just incredible, especially when it comes to southwestern Ontario. Windsor breaking temperature records held since 2018 for 13.2 being the maximum temperature on this day. Well, today 14 degrees, so record-breaking over there, 14 in Hamilton, and still that mild air extending all the way towards Kingston, up towards Tobermory, although they didn't quite get to see those double-digit temperatures. The big story across much of the province today was the freezing rain activity. That has been moving out hour by hour east into the Quebec region, but we did see some freezing drizzle advisories reinstated for far parts of eastern Ontario. We're looking at Cornwall, Ottawa South seeing that freezing rain activity by tomorrow morning, but the rest of the province has rain to worry about. Both of these weather statements and rainfall warnings are for that system headed your way come tomorrow. If you're in green, and that extends all the way towards Chatham, in the west, east towards Kingston, 20 to 40 millimeters possible. If you're in gray, and this extends down towards Lindsay, southern Kawartha Lakes, close to 25 millimeters possible. Something else to be wary of, dense fog causing zero visibility overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, down towards areas like Ajax and all the way up to the north towards Algonquin. Here is that system being heavy, bringing that heavy rain into the afternoon in the GTHA. Toronto will be done with it by around 9-10 p.m., but it could linger past midnight in the Kingston region. And you can see as that system swirls, there's now wet snow in the forecast as early as Monday. We'll keep that for the full forecast for now. A mild overnight tonight, a chance to see that fog overnight into Toronto and extend into tomorrow morning. Heavy rain rolls in, rapidly climbing temperatures 9 degrees by 9 p.m. Kat?
Thanks, Noor. Canada's time now to check in on the long-range weather forecast, and weather specialist Noor Rafat joins me here at the desk. And Noor, it seems like we're going to be ringing in the new year with some messy conditions.
Yeah, remember the sun, Kat? Remember
I do.
What that was like? She's long gone, and we'll have to wait for her return for a long time.
I wait.
Yes, messy conditions to ring in 2025, and with that rapidly climbing temperatures, how mild will it get in your viewing region? We find out. 9 degrees for your Sunday in Toronto, but we'll hit that temperature late in the evening. So by the afternoon, around 6 degrees by 1 p.m. And we are seeing that heavy rain through the course of the afternoon, starting to taper off as we head into the evening. Today, we started to see that mild trend in temperatures around parts of the Great Lakes. We saw those double digits in southwestern Ontario. By tomorrow, more of that mild air shifts east, so into Quebec now and into Atlantic Canada. And you can already see the Arctic air being reintroduced in the prairies, so they will be bringing in the new year under -20, -30 degree weather, certainly, potentially, probably in a parka. We are going to need some rain gear in the coming 24 hours. Sunday, all you need to know is that it's going to be very rainy for much of the province, really. And as we head into your Monday, that's when we start to see that wet snow being reintroduced. There is a chance it could miss the GTHA, or mostly the Toronto region, I should say, and linger around Peterborough and the Kawarthas for the afternoon. But don't be surprised if you see periods of wet snow in the Toronto region. Tuesday rolls around, and these are the critical 24 hours because Tuesday is New Year's Eve. It will start off dry, but things are not looking good as we head into the early evening. It looks like we could see a mix of rain and wet snow in the GTHA as we count down to 2025. So do make sure you are prepared for some wet weather, although temperatures will be milder than normal. That continues for the next little while. Fort Erie +13 by tomorrow. Windsor back again into the double digits. 7 in Guelph, Milton, Brantford at 11 degrees. 4 by New Year's Eve, getting cooler as we head into the overnight hours. Feeling closer to -2, -3 with that wind chill. And then as we head into the weekend, the Arctic air rolls back in.